Good morning. We're just getting everything ready on the boat. Shelly made some delicious breakfast sandwiches. And we just really need to fire up the engine, untie from the buoy and roll. So I've seen a lot of boats are already leaving here at Mark Bay. A lot of boats have just pulled out and they're all heading off that way. So I bet they're going over to Dodds Narrows. So we're gonna eat this breakfast real quick and do the same. We're just chilling here at the entrance to Dodds Narrows. Got about 30 minutes before we are going to try to cross. There's a couple boats behind us waiting. We got a boat in front of us up there. So the current should be about 2.6 knots. Going through Dodds right now, and boats are starting to go in, so we're gonna start heading in behind this motorboat. Alright, we're heading into the Narrows. That boat in front of us back there was heading in, and then they just came to a full stop. So then we had to stop behind them, and the boat had to stop behind us. I don't know what they were doing, so then we just went around them. Flowing pretty good for 2 knots. Nice calm day. We did have some wind for a while there, so we were motor sailing. Gave us a little boost. We're still doing 5.5. Technically the tide is running against us now, but we haven't really felt the effects of it. Shelly just made some delicious sandwiches. Eat some lunch. Oh, we're just coming into Montague Harbour. Come in here and find a spot to anchor. Got the anchor down. We're in 35 feet of water. I did a 5-to-1 scope. It's pretty calm in here, and the tides are going to be really calm tonight. Really chill. So I think that'll be good. We're just getting the outboard loaded onto the dinghy so we can go to shore and go check out the harbor over there. Oh, we just left the marina. We're getting some water bottles, and Emily's getting some shoes. And we're gonna go over to the Montague Marine Park. They've got a dock over there that you can tie your dinghy up to. And there's a 2-kilometer trail, and there's these white shell beaches, famous white shell beaches or something like that. And so we're gonna go check all that out. There's just some open oysters on this rock. Right here. rocks are crazy looking. Oh wow, that's pretty cool. Okay, we made it to Shell Beach. Yeah, that's the whole, all this stuff that looks like sand is probably just pulverized shells. Shelly whipped up a delicious shrimp pasta for dinner. So I pulled the anchor here in Montague Harbour. Gonna head out here and head towards Friday Harbor. We have a slip. I reserved a slip yesterday, so that'll be our last night, and then tomorrow morning we'll be heading back to Cap Sante. Well, that thing looks like a battleship sailboat. It's got plates and bars on the front of it. It's pretty cool looking. Big, huge cruise ship. I've actually seen a lot of them out here. I didn't realize there were so many cruise ships out here. Correction, this one's actually a ferry. It looked like a cruise ship because of the big wing on it. Route today, leaving Montague Harbour, going down through this channel. I just made this turn. We'll head down through this channel. I don't know why this app doesn't show more information like island names, channel names and all that. It's kind of annoying. This is Bedwell Harbor. That's where we stayed on the way up. So we'll come down through here, cross back into US waters right here. We'll have to open up the CBP Rome app and check in with customs and see if they want to do a video chat with us or if they want us to go to a dock or what, and then we'll come down through here and over to Friday Harbor. All these really cool houses on North Pender. Everybody's got their little stairways down to the beach. I don't think there's going to be any sailing opportunities for us today. We've turned, we've made lefts and rights going down these different channels, and every channel we turn down, the wind goes right on our nose. So it looks like it's a southern or southeastern wind, and it's just going to be blowing right in our face the whole way to Friday Harbor. We'll see though, maybe turn to go down towards Friday Harbor, maybe we'll get some wind on our side that we can do a little sailing. this huge cargo ship bearing down on us. We just crossed back into the US, so I'm gonna jump on my customs app and report in. We got all checked in with customs. The agent wanted me to go around the boat and show her everybody on board on video, and she gave us a clearance code. We were good after that. Really easy. We've been going like 3.1 to 4 knots forever. We've been fighting every single tide down every channel for a while now. But we're on the final stretch heading down to Friday Harbor, and the wind finally just switched to where we can do a close hold. So I rolled the Genoa out, and now we're doing like 7.1, 6.9. Good speed now. Well, that didn't last very long. We got to sail for like 5 minutes, maybe. And then the wind just switched to blowing right in our face again. Oh. Port of Friday Harbor, this is sailing vessel Gemini coming over.
Port of Friday Harbor, the vessel hailing, go ahead.
Yeah, we've got a reservation for a slip for the night.
Yeah, Gemini, please stand by.
Roger, stand by.
Port of Friday Harbor to Gemini.
This is Gemini, come in.
You can go ahead and take H7, that's Hotel 7. So that one more time.
Hotel 7, roger that, thank you. No kidding. It's coming into our fairway here for Hotel 7. Yeah, we're all tucked into our slip. Water level's only like 6 feet. It's pretty low here on H dock number 7. Shelly's got a Zoom meeting for college, and so the rest of us are gonna go walk around town. Probably hit up the bathrooms, or I don't know if we'll go to ice cream or what. Might be time for a bottom job. It's iffy. This mama seal jumped up on this dock, and her baby was trying to figure out how it was going to get up on the dock. After it finally got up, the mom and the baby just started nuzzling each other and kissing. Yeah, it was pretty cute. Well, it's about 7:40 in the morning. We're just leaving Friday Harbor, heading on home to Cap Sante, Anacortes. Finish out our trip. Yesterday I saw this boat, this really cool boat, and it looks like it's a ketch, and its back mast broke and came down. We were headed right for this guy. It's the biggest log I've seen in the water on this trip. There's Mount Baker over there, peeking out of the mist. Came around Lopez. We'll be running with the tide here for a little bit, and pretty much across the strait, and then we'll be fighting the tide going up Guimas Channel to make the final turn into Cap Sante. We're coming through Thatcher Pass now. Here comes the ferry. Have a big wake. Trying to get into Guimas Channel here. The tide is just ripping. It's got a 4-knot tide coming down from Bellingham, and we got a tide coming out of Guimas Channel. You can see how hard it's pushing on the buoy out here. Yeah, my boat can only go about 5.5, so we're not making much speed at all against this. Well, we were way over there. The current on the chart said that it was 4 coming out of Bellingham and 3 coming out of Guimas Channel, but I was doing 6.5 knots at full speed and we couldn't even gain an inch. So it was running way harder than what the chart shows. So now we're making our way across the channel the way we came, so we can get up closer to this island. So note to self, when the tide's coming out, going out, I need to hug Cyprus and then hit Guimas and go under it. Well, we're finally coming into Cap Sante here. Look at the chart plotter. You can see our tracks trying to get in. The last 4 miles of this 20-mile trip took as long as the first 15 miles. The tide was just running so hard through Guimas Channel, it was just ridiculous. But it's what it is. Got to come in on a big tide swing. But we'll be docking here momentarily, and then get the boat cleaned up and all the groceries and everything off, and head on home. We got the boat docked and we're just unloading all the stuff, taking it back to the truck. All in all, I'd say it's a pretty good trip. A little disappointed in the amount of sailing we got to do. Out of 2 weeks, we only got to sail productively for about maybe 2 hours. Just every direction we were going, the wind was on our nose, or no wind at all, or it was tough. So when we were heading north, the wind was coming from the north. When we were heading south, the wind was coming from the south. So it was just kind of a shit deal when it comes to that. But it is what it is. Can't control the wind, and we were going too long a distances. We need to be making miles. So, but good trip. Looking forward to going back there again someday. The water is 55 degrees now, and it was like 76 degrees was the warmest we saw. So definitely would like to go back again for more swimming fun. But that's a wrap for our Desolation Sound trip, and thank you for watching. See you in the future.